the couches I've sold over the years. I mean,
Okay.
thousands, and just every like the house we just bought. I'm like, I bought this house with my bare hands.
Okay.
You know, just lifting every single couch in the house. You know, cleaning it, repairing it, and reselling it. It's really a cool feeling. And you think of all the couches that we flipped, and I'm just like, this is really good for the planet too.
Yeah.
You know, you're preventing all this stuff from being like mass produced. And you think of how much material goes into a couch, the fabric, the wood, the metal springs, everything. I mean, these couches are really big, the leather, you know, so that on the back end is also a good feeling too.
It is. I hear all these people saying, you're stealing from the poor, reflifting clothes. I'm like, where are these poor people that we're waiting on to buy all these clothes, because there's so many clothes?
Exactly. I mean, you guys just saw in that last Goodwill, those were the same machines that were in the last video
Right.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You know, this stuff does sit, and you think of how big these Goodwills are and the thousands and thousands of items that they have. I go to Goodwill for a living. There is so much stuff these guys have. I talked to a few employees. They say, look, if this stuff sits for more than 2 months, it goes to the landfill. It gets crushed. You know, if we can't sell it, we can't donate it to anybody else besides us. You know, we're already down here as far as the stuff that's brought to us. We can't give it to anybody else. So if we can't sell it, nobody else can. So we burn it, we crush it. So all that stuff, if people don't go in and buy it, it's gone. So, and I see all walks of life in Goodwill. You know, that's when people are like, you shouldn't, you know, Goodwill is for people, you know, in need. And that may be the case, and I'm all for that. But that's kind of like saying, you know, only people in need can shop at the dollar store. You know, anybody can shop at the dollar store. Anybody can go to any of these stores. You know, it's kind of open to anybody. And I think the cool thing with what I try to do is I don't just take it home and flip it. I try to take it home and refurbish it. And I think a lot of my work is I have just fun with the restorations. I really enjoy taking this stuff home and giving it like a whole new life, you know, a whole new paint job, or whether I strip it, refurbish it, whether I put two items together. I don't just try to take it home and flip it, because I know that will leave a bad taste in people's mouth. I try to really put the work in for it. So, but I see, trust me, you wouldn't believe how many G-Wagons I see at Goodwill. Trust me, there's a lot of heavy shoppers in there. So, but I think as long as what we're doing is it's, you know, for a good cause, and I think it is for the most part. And I donate a lot of stuff to Goodwill because I come across so much furniture. For example, when I get these free couches, I get a lot of throw pillows, coffee tables, end tables that I can't sell or work with. So I take truckloads of stuff to Goodwill every month. So I'm always giving more than I'm taking, if that makes sense. So.